is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home. Hebrew home, Hebrew home. Good morning, Hebrew home. My home, my heart, my heart is where the Hebrew home is. For where the heart is, that's where you find the Hebrew home.
Good morning, and welcome to today's edition of Good Morning Hebrew Home. I am your host for Friday, Liisa Murray. Today is Friday, February 12th. The weather today will bring us a high of 21, not so warm, with overcast skies for most of the day. It's a good day for staying indoors, or if you go outside, just making it a quick walk around. On this day in history, in 1909, the NAACP is formed. In 1914, the dedication ceremony for the about-to-be-constructed Lincoln Memorial occurs in Washington, D.C. In 1924, George Gershwin's Rhapsody in Blue premieres at influential concert Experiment in Modern Music, held by Paul Whiteman and his orchestra at the Aeolian Hall in New York City. In 1932, world champion French husband and wife team Pierre and André Brunet win their second consecutive Olympic pairs figure skating gold medal at the Lake Placid Games. I can't imagine being an Olympic medalist and winning it with your spouse. That just seems so crazy to me. In 1947, French fashion designer Christian Dior presents his first influential collection named The New Look. In 1955, the Maguire sisters' Sincerely single goes to #1 and stays at #1 for 10 weeks. In more music happenings, in 1964, the Beatles have their first New York City concerts, 2 shows at Carnegie Hall. It would be great to be there. In 1978, Jesus Christ Superstar, a favorite musical of some people, closes at Longacre Theater in New York City after 96 performances. In 1984, Finnish cross-country skier Maria-Liisa Hämäläinen, she noticed, I said this exactly for one reason. She's won the 5K gold medal at the Sarajevo Winter Olympics, but one of the reasons that I'm mentioning her is because Maria-Liisa is spelled like my name, Lisa with 2 I's. So that's pretty much, why I brought it up. But she, very accomplished, second of 3 individual medal sweep, also winning the 10K and the 20K events. So Lisa's love to cross-country ski. I can't say that's true for me. In famous birthdays, in 1809, big year for famous birthdays. In 1809, on this day, Abraham Lincoln, the 16th U.S. president, was born in Hardin County, Kentucky. And also in 1809, Charles Darwin, English naturalist best known for Origin of the Species, who conceived the theory of evolution by natural selection, is born in Shrewsbury, Shropshire. The most English place name. In 1934, Bill Russell, American basketball star from the Boston Celtics and Olympic gold medal winner in 1956, is born in West Monroe, Louisiana. And in 1956, on this day, it is also Arsenio Hall's birthday. He's an American comedian known for Arsenio Hall Show, and the amazing movie Coming to America, which I believe they're working on a sequel of right now. He was born on this day in Cleveland, Ohio. Moving to some birthdays a little closer to home. In staff birthdays today, Ashia from Home Health and Claudia from Housekeeping. Happy birthday. Saturday, James from Food Service. And Sunday, Valentine from Nursing. I wonder where she got her name from. Just kidding. She's born on Valentine's Day. In resident birthdays today, Irma D., Michael B., and William J. Saturday, Robinson C., Dorothy B., and Sunday, Sally M. A big happy birthday to all of you from all of us here at Good Morning Hebrew Home. So let's get into the meals. What have we got? As Olivia said, let's look at what the kitchen's cooking up for us this weekend. So today's menu, today's lunch is cheese pizza and Israeli salad with oatmeal cookies. I just made two interesting, I'm going to take a little swerve for a second. I made two interesting pizzas last night. I don't know if everyone will be on board. They were vegetable pizzas, which I know can be very divisive. Some people only like the pepperoni on their pizza, but I made, and you can tell me if this sounds great. I promise it was good. I made a white pizza, so ricotta and mozzarella with Brussels sprouts on it, and then a little bit of a balsamic glaze. It was good. And I made a roasted cauliflower pizza, also with ricotta and mozzarella, but I roasted the cauliflower with some capers and some Meyer lemons and some garlic. And it came out really good. I swear, if you're and some toasted breadcrumbs. If you're the type of person who generally doesn't like vegetables on a pizza, I think these could sway you, honestly. Anyways, so today's lunch is cheese pizza, Israeli salad, and the dessert is oatmeal cookies. Dinner tonight is vegetable noodle soup. The entree is Greek chicken with broccoli orzo, and dessert is a fruit cocktail. Tomorrow, Saturday, lunch will be a beef stew and rice pilaf. Not to talk about what I cooked again, but I made a beef stew recently. It's very good beef stew weather. And dessert will be peach mango applesauce. Dinner will be vegetable and quinoa soup with bolognese lasagna and garlic bread knot. That sounds good. For the entree, and chocolate rugelach for dessert. And Sunday, our Sunday lunch will be meatballs with marinara sauce, spaghetti, and broccoli florets. And the dessert will be a Valentine's Day cookie. And dinner will be black bean soup. The entree will be a garden vegetable quiche, a mixed green salad with carrots and cabbage, and the dessert will be a fig cookie. Yes, so Valentine's Day is coming up on Sunday. I'm guessing that probably a lot of the other hosts have spoken about it, but my little celebration is this. Deb Rodriguez, who you may recognize from some of our exercise, our wellness programs on this channel, made me a little heart in celebration of Valentine's Day. So happy Valentine's Day a little bit early from all of us here at Good Morning Hebrew Home. So in addition to Valentine's Day, there are also other things going on this weekend. And specifically, Lunar New Year falls on February 12th this year as we bid farewell to the year of the rat and say hello to the year of the ox. So I'm gonna turn us over to our smartboard area and take a look at a little PowerPoint I put together with some pictures of celebrations around the world. So I love this picture, this year of the metal ox. I think this is so beautiful. I bet this is something that one of you could put together, one of our artists here. So here's a quick guide to the 15-day Lunar New Year / Spring Festival celebration and all it involves. While you may have heard of the 12-year Chinese zodiac calendar represented by 12 different animals, it's actually far more complicated. A year isn't just categorized by its zodiac animal. There's also a complex sexagenary cycle, a combination of one of 10 heavenly stems and one of 12 earthly branches. What does that mean? Well, for example, February 12th marks the beginning of the Shin-Cho year, according to the sexagenary cycle. Shin represents the heavenly stem for the element metal, while Cho is the earthly branch symbol for fox, making it the year of the metal fox. You'll see some pictures of some metal ox. Sorry, I said fox. Metal ox. You'll see some pictures of some ox, like stuffed animals that you could buy. The year of Shin Chao will have a strong emphasis on the yin metal element, Feng Shui Master Chao says. The metal element represents anything sparkly, from jewelry to the needle of a syringe. So we can see a bigger emphasis on industries related to metal in 2021. The years of the ox in the Chinese horoscope are 1913, 1925, 1937, 1949, 1961, 1973, 1985, 1997, 2009, and 2021. Looking on a Chinese horoscope site, the ox in Chinese culture is a hardworking zodiac sign. It usually signifies movement, so hopefully the world will be less static than in last year and get moving again in the second half of the year. Wonderful news, wonderful news. I also love, this has nothing to do with anything, but this beautiful picture of a panda chewing on an ox's ear. I just think it's adorable. In the Chinese zodiac, the ox is very hardworking and methodical. 2021 is going to be a year when work will get rewarded, and those zodiac signs who are lucky in terms of money this year will be the ones that make a considerable effort. The yin energy specific to this Chinese zodiac sign of ox will be quite poignant. This is going to be a year when we will fully feel the weight of our responsibilities, a year when it is necessary to double our efforts to accomplish anything at all. So hopefully things will get moving, but we're going to have to work a lot this year. So that's what's coming in the zodiac. But many people take the 60-year calendar very seriously and believe each person's own birth sign will be affected differently by the year's heavenly stems and earthly branches. So the calendar plays an important role in making huge life decisions for the year ahead, such as whether they should get married or start a business. Followers believe that for each of the Chinese zodiac signs, luck will largely depend on the positions of the Tai Sui, the stars directly opposite Jupiter. We're getting very into the weeds with zodiac right now, so if you're not, a super horoscope person, stay with me, all right? If your zodiac sign clashes with the Tai Sui, aka the Grand Duke of Jupiter, in a particular year, you might find yourself dealing with disruptions. People born in the year of the ox will be facing their Ben Ming Nian, your own zodiac year. So if you were born in one of the years that we discussed, there will be more changes and instability in general. A few other zodiac signs will also be clashing with Tai Sui in various ways, she adds. Dragons may deal with challenging friendships, while people born in the horse and dog years may deal with more gossip and unexpected years. Does anyone here remember what year it was when they were born? You're a dragon. Oh, sorry, it's going to be a rough year for you. Antonique, do you know what year you were born in? I don't remember myself either. Hopefully not a dragon or any of the other ones that are saying it's going to be a rough year. People born in the year of the goat will be facing Tai Sui this year, meaning there must be a massive change ahead of them, says Chow. That said, followers believe there are ways to improve your luck. Some people will resolve their clashes with Tai Sui by taking part in celebrations like getting married or going to positive events more, says Chow. But the Feng Shui master is quick to remind us that this is only a general overview of what the year means for each zodiac animal. In Chinese geomancy, each person's birthday chart is composed of a wide range of elements such as the day and time of their birth, meaning they may interact with the year a bit differently. For celebration preparations, there's a lot to do. If you take a look, we're looking at some signs, red banners for sale with sayings for good luck. So, if you're concerned this is going to be a rough year, Olivia, perhaps you need to get, a banner with a saying for some good luck. On the 26th day of the last lunar month, February 7th this year, festive cakes and puddings are made. The word for cakes and puddings is gao in Mandarin or go in Cantonese, which sounds the same as tall, meaning improvements and growth for the next year. The big cleansing is done on the 28th day, which is February 9th this year. Lunar New Year fortune banners are hung on the 29th day, February 10th. That's something we were looking at on the last slide. Lunar New Year, February 12th marks the start of the year of the ox, the metal ox. Normally, Lunar New Year fairs, as we see in this slide, will be set up during the last days of the lunar year, most selling trinkets and flowers for the new year. But because of the pandemic, many cities have downsized or canceled their festivities. The year usually wraps up with a big family reunion dinner on Lunar New Year's Eve, which falls on February 11th this year. The menu is carefully chosen to include dishes associated with luck, including fish. The Chinese word for fish sounds like the word surplus, so that's good luck. Puddings symbolize advancement, and foods that look like gold, like dumplings. After the feast, families will stay up past midnight to welcome in the new year. The entire festival lasts 15 days. Though many Western nations refer to the Lunar New Year or Spring Festival holiday as Chinese New Year, bear in mind that it's celebrated not just in Chinese communities, but all over the world, but other Asian nations such as Vietnam and South Korea. Countries that observe Lunar New Year often offer 3 to 7 days of public holidays, but celebrations aren't complete until the 15th day of the lunar month, also known as the Lantern Festival. You can see some lanterns in that photo as well. Families tend to have different sets of rules and traditions, but most will bless each other with auspicious words like San Tai Jin Hong or Shen Ti Jian Kang, wish you good health. During normal times, when people aren't in lockdown, they're expected to visit relatives and friends during the festival, except for the third day of the month. Day 3 of the Lunar New Year, which falls on Valentine's Day this year, is named Chi Ku, or Red Mouth. It is believed that arguments are more likely to happen on this day, so people will visit temples and avoid social interactions. Perhaps challenging if you have to spend some time with your sweetie on Valentine's Day, but just try and keep in some positive energy. There are plenty of other rules and superstitions attached to the Lunar New Year. For instance, don't wash or cut your hair on the first day of the New Year. The Chinese character for hair is the first character in the word for prosper. Therefore, washing or cutting it off is seen as washing your fortune away. You'll also want to avoid purchasing footwear for the entire lunar month, as the term for shoes, hai, sounds like losing and sighing in Cantonese. Do, however, wear red. This is good for any of us wearing our Valentine's Day red. It's associated with luck and prosperity. Throughout the festival, hosts will prepare candy boxes and snacks for their guests. Married couples are expected to hand out red packets filled with money to children and unmarried adults to wish them luck. If anyone wants to hand out packets of money to me, that's fine. I will take it. No problem. Sounds like a good tradition. The 7th day is said to be the day when Chinese mother goddess Nuwa created mankind, and thus is called Renri, the people's birthday. Different communities in Asia will serve different birthday foods on that day. For instance, people in Malaysia enjoy yi sang, or prosperity toss, of raw fish and shredded vegetables, whereas Cantonese people will eat sweet rice balls. That sounds a little bit more my style. On the 15th day of the festival, many people go out and admire lanterns. The highlight comes on the last day, February 26th. In ancient Chinese society, it was the only day when young girls could go out to admire lanterns and meet boys. Thus, it's also been dubbed Chinese Valentine's Day. Nowadays, cities around the world still put on massive lantern displays and fairs on the final day of the festival. Some create more sparks than others. In China, the small town of Nanquan puts on a spectacular fireworks show by throwing molten metal against a cold city wall. Well, that's it for our explanation of the Lunar New Year. I found that very interesting and exciting, things I've never known about the Lunar New Year before, so I hope you did as well. And that's it for us today here at Good Morning Hebrew Home. Tune in later today for Catholic services at 11:15 and Shabbat Shalom at 3 p.m. Today's Broadway matinee at 2 p.m. on Channel 88 is Porgy and Bess. If you missed any portion of today's show, it will be replayed on Channel 88 at 6:30, and you can find all of our episodes on YouTube. If you're watching on YouTube, hello YouTube friends, like and subscribe and leave us a comment down below. So from all of us here at Good Morning Hebrew Home, we will see you Monday, same time, same place, same channel.